Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. Today I am taking you along with some peach processing that I have been doing. It has been a little while since I've posted a video, and I do have a lot more videos on the horizon coming out. So today I just wanted to take you along with me processing some peaches. I will put in the description what I did for that peach crisp. That turned out really yummy. And then here I am just making some peach salsa. This was kind of a little bit of a recipe testing for me. There is some things I want to change, so I need to do a second batch to see if I like it a little better. But I will also put in the description what I did for this batch for my peach salsa. I did buy some peaches from Azure Standard because I didn't get very many peaches on my peach tree this year, and I used the rest of them up with that crisp. Now here, I put the tomatoes under the broiler. I wanted to be able to get those skins off, so I let them cool, and then they slipped right off of the tomatoes. And then here I am trying my hand at blanching the peaches. So you put them in boiling water for about a minute, and then you dip them into ice water. And it's supposed to help the skins slip right off. Well, in my case, the peaches weren't like fully ripe because I did this a few days later, and it worked so much better when the peaches were a little bit ripe. But here my peaches were a little underripe. They were still edible, but they were still soft, but I did have to use a knife to get some of the skins off. So just wait till your peaches are a little bit more ripe, but it still worked fairly well. So here is the crisp when it was done. And again, I will put the recipe of what I did in the description. So for this peach salsa, I added tomatoes, peaches, onions, peppers, and garlic, I believe. Now, I would have added cilantro. I did not have cilantro, and I was kind of just trying to use what I had on hand. Now, I'll put down in the description what I did do for this peach salsa. I do want to kind of work on it to make it a little bit better, but it actually turned out really good. I was kind of just using what I had on hand, and I wrote down how many cups of everything I did so I could tell you guys. But for my first time making peach salsa and kind of making up the measurements, it turned out really delicious. Okay, so here I did decide to take an immersion blender and kind of roughly chop it up. I still wanted chunks, but not as big as what I was dealing with before. So this is kind of the end product while it was kind of simmering down. And then once I let it simmer for about 20 minutes, I ended up filling my jars, and I did end up pressure canning this for recipes that I don't have like a tested recipe. I do end up pressure canning it for the time of whatever the longest item is in my ingredients. So I did end up pressure canning this for 20 minutes, I believe, and it turned out really delicious, and my family has really been enjoying this. So I did not show the end product here. For some reason, I did not film. So I just want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and thank you so much for bearing with me as I've been a little slow on posting some videos. But thank you guys so much again, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.